The iPhone 16 Pro Max is set to succeed 2023's iPhone 15 Pro Max, introducing over 25 new features and improvements to Apple's high-end smartphones. With many users adopting 2-year upgrade cycles, plenty of iPhone 14 Pro Max owners will be looking to upgrade to the iPhone 16 Pro Max later this year. So this guide breaks down every major difference you should be aware of between the two generations. In 2022, Apple unveiled the iPhone 14 Pro Max as the successor to the popular iPhone 13 Pro Max, introducing an always-on display, the Dynamic Island, a 48-megapixel camera, the A16 Bionic chip, longer battery life, and more. 2 years later, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is expected to offer over 50 upgrades. All of the changes the iPhone 16 Pro Max models are expected to feature compared to their 2022 predecessor, using information from reliable sources we have previously covered. We will update you in the future as more rumors emerge in the coming months. So make sure to sub the channel for more updates and let us know about your thoughts on this video in the comments section. The design of the iPhone 16 Pro Max is expected to be a relatively significant evolution over the iPhone 14 Pro Max, iterating on titanium frame and slightly rounded edges introduced on the iPhone 15 Pro models last year. Apple uses a surgical-grade stainless steel chassis with squared-off edges in the iPhone 14 Pro, while an iPhone 16 Pro will be an aerospace-grade titanium chassis with contoured edges. There was a ring/silent switch on the left side of the iPhone 14 Pro, but now it will change into the action button in the iPhone 16 Pro. The iPhone 14 Pro uses a thermal design with a copper heatsink and black foil battery casing, while on the other hand iPhone 16 Pro uses a new thermal design with a graphene heatsink and metal battery casing, which helps to control heat and improve battery life. There is the Lightning port in the iPhone 14 Pro, but thanks to the EU, Apple uses a USB-C port in the iPhone 15 series, and it will continue onward. If we talk about color options, there are space black, silver, gold, and deep purple color options in the iPhone 14 Pro, while an iPhone 16 Pro will be available with black titanium, white titanium, desert titanium, and titanium gray color options. Both iPhone 16 Pro models are expected to feature larger displays than their predecessors, pushing the iPhone 16 Pro Max to be the biggest iPhone ever offered. There are also reportedly improvements to the underlying OLED technology in store, in addition to last year's slimmer bezels, making for a noticeable overall display upgrade. There are 6.1-inch and 6.7-inch options in iPhone 14 Pro models, but in iPhone 16 Pro there will be 6.3-inch and 6.9-inch with thinner borders around the display, and more efficient OLED display with brighter microlens technology. The iPhone 16 Pro models are rumored to bring notable improvements in processing power, including a 3nm Apple Silicon chip and 33% more memory. iPhone 14 Pro models use an A16 Bionic chip, which is based on TSMC's N4P 5nm process with a 16-core neural engine and 6 GB of RAM. While on the other hand, iPhone 16 Pro models that use an A18 Pro chip, which is based on TSMC's N3E enhanced 3nm process neural engine with significantly more cores to support new AI features, dedicated AV1 decoder, and 8 GB of RAM. Most awaited part, let's talk about cameras. The iPhone 16 Pro models are slated to receive a range of substantial camera enhancements, such as a larger main camera sensor, a 48-megapixel sensor on the ultra-wide camera, and a dedicated hardware button for photography and videography on the side of the device. This time in the iPhone 16 Pro Max, there will be a 1/1.14-inch main camera sensor, which is 12% larger than the iPhone 14 Pro, which has a 1/1.28-inch main camera sensor. iPhone 14 Pro Max with Sony IMX803 main camera sensor with 7-piece camera lens, but the iPhone 16 Pro Max has a Sony IMX903 main camera sensor with a stacked design for better performance, a 14-bit analog-to-digital converter, ADC, for high-quality image data conversion, and a digital gain control, DCG, for better dynamic range and noise control, and 8-piece camera lens. iPhone 14 Pro telephoto camera with second-generation sensor shift optical image stabilization and 77mm maximum focal length with 4-piece camera lens. But the iPhone 16 Pro models a telephoto camera with a larger sensor, folded tetraprism design, optical image stabilization, and autofocus 3D sensor shift module. iPhone 16 Pro will use a 120mm maximum focal length, while iPhone 16 Pro Max will use a super telephoto camera with a focal length above 300mm with the 5-piece camera lens, which is a massive upgrade in camera. iPhone 14 Pro with a 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera based on a 5-piece camera lens with 0.5x, 1x, 2x, and 3x optical zoom. But this time in iPhone 16 Pro models we will see a big improvement. A 48-megapixel ultra-wide camera which is based on a 6-piece camera lens, anti-reflective coating on camera lenses, and 0.5x, 1x, 2x, and 5x optical zoom. The iPhone 16 Pro models could receive some major improvements in battery technology and charging, sporting bigger, denser batteries and faster charging capabilities. iPhone 14 Pro Max is powered by a 4,323 mAh battery which supports up to 27-watt wired charging and 15-watt charging via MagSafe. On the other hand, iPhone 16 Pro Max will be powered by a 4,676 mAh battery which supports up to 40 WT wired charging and 15 WT charging via MagSafe. While many of Apple's devices are rumored to receive a series of new AI-based features via software updates later this year, the iPhone 16 Pro models are expected to take these further with exclusive capabilities and an upgraded microphone. The iPhone 16 lineup is expected to launch in the fall. Apple usually hosts an event every September to unveil new iPhone models, with the launch following just over a week later. For more information about the iPhone 16 Pro models, sub the channel and we will update you daily. The iPhone 15 Pro was a fairly significant upgrade over the iPhone 14 Pro in 2023, introducing a titanium chassis, slimmer bezels, the action button, and a USB-C port. The iPhone 16 Pro will build on these upgrades, offering larger displays, the capture button, and improved cameras. With over 50 upgrades likely to be in store, many iPhone 14 Pro users will find upgrading to an iPhone 16 Pro model worthwhile. So let us know about thoughts in the comment section on whether will you upgrade your iPhone or not. Hit the subscribe button if you are new and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.